heavily favored for Jigglypuff. However, I think theoretically, like, Ice Climbers is like, you know, with the understanding that they could kill off any grab, the matchup starts to look a little bit more even-ish, or maybe more volatile is the right word to put it.
And also, like, I do want to point out, right, MOF as well, like, that static doubles partner in SDJ. MOF is...
They're a thing.
Well, I mean, they team pretty semi-regularly.
I don't keep tabs
I
on
know
Dawson.
I know SDJ is one of the people that MOF will go back to for doubles
Can't believe
partners.
this is how
I
I
know they're
found
friends.
out.
And, right, like, that's, again, SDJ maybe the second best Puff in the world right now. I'm not gonna lie, chat, I've been in grad school. I forgot to check the ranking, this season's ranking this week. I don't actually know who ranked second highest out of the Jigglypuffs besides if it was Faust, Dawson,
I mean,
SDJ.
I don't think we have our rankings yet, do we? For Melee?
I thought SSBM rank came out.
Oh, guys, this would be super embarrassing.
Did it?
I
Did it not?
I thought
Did it not? I've been in the grad school vortex. I'm not gonna lie. So it's possible it didn't, and I just thought it did.
I feel like there was like an announcement of it.
No, you're totally right, and that's what it is. And I knew I missed the beginning of the Ultimate one. That's why.
Yeah, and you know what? I have a friend who's writing blurbs for it, and he's very late on them, so there's no way it's already out.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. Right now, though, MOF, one of the most knowledgeable, I think, Ice Age players in this matchup, if not the most in the world, and trying to show us how it's done here. What do you think of FD as this first opener?
So my brain is saying that, well, I don't know. I feel like we'll see like characters counterpick Puff to FD, but also FD is good for Ice Climbers because they can't play, like, your opponent can't play the whole floor is lava deal. So I imagine that MOF has no problem starting here. I am not an expert in this particular matchup. You know what? You're an Ultimate player. I want your take on this. Someone told me that
that's crazy, but yes.
If you like playing Cloud in Ultimate, Sopo by himself is basically Cloud.
Like Melee Sopo
yeah,
is
Melee's,
Cloud?
Yeah. Like they're kind of the same character.
I get where they're coming from, but I would just tell them to play Sopo in Ultimate.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's like there's quite a bit of.
I
some would
understand
say,
like the way you approach neutral and things.
No, the moveset.
No, okay, I disagree with that.
Okay,
but I think I think there's some game plan priorities that might make similar sense. However, this is not that game, and to say I play Ultimate, true. To say I am an Ultimate player, it's one of the things I do.
You do many things.
Yeah.
We wear many hats. I am sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just, not to talk about myself during this game, but I am so used to being asked which one do you like better during these blocks, and the answer is both. They're both lovely games with lovely people in them. Right now, though, there's only one lovely person on MOF's side of the screen because, once again, the Sopo show is going to have to put in some work.
Ooh, is that a back air?
Yes, it was. It was a little bit of spice, right, to catch that DI mix.
All right, so MOF with the tiniest of leads.
And did MOF know that drill wasn't that wasn't going to kill on the up smash?
I mean, I think it's like DI as if it wasn't.
Because, like, it felt like she took that knowing it wasn't going to kill beforehand. Like, it felt like that was a hit she knew she was going to be okay taking. Now, though, definitely upset to take that one. Finds a way back anyways.
Wow.
Dawson just not able, it feels like, to close this out. This is Sopo at 150% against Jigglypuff. And we watched Dawson miss multiple edge guards.
I mean, Ice Climbers in general is a very stressful character to edgeguard.
Yes.
Because sometimes you feel like you do the right thing, and it didn't even matter, right? You hit the wrong one. Doesn't kill, a little uncharacteristic. I usually see MOF get the numbers right on that, but it's okay. Yeah. Still at kill percent.
I was gonna say, I think also, like, this Melee bracket has been very, very spread out. There was a lot of DQs, which has just meant that, frankly, some of these players have been waiting a while between some of their sets, especially I know MOF was playing the first wave today, started playing this morning, and has not played in nearly 3 hours. And so I think that's part of it too, is that like just some of these players we're seeing not quite hit where we and they know they can, just because of the length of the day.
Right, because you end up cooling down and having to warm up again on the single day. It is a fairly long day. However, this might just be one more match for MOF.
Yeah.
Just to say, it's like a big break to have one game to get in, right?
Yeah, and I mean, listen, we say that, but MOF's here at 127, only up one stock. We know what they say in Melee. One stock is not a real lead at all.
No.
So MOF right now trying to find a way to seal this one out before things get slightly out of hand, and Dawson just trying to hold on and snatch this victory from the jaws of defeat.
All right, finds a way to clear that one up. They're both taking a beat. I don't know, I feel like, I don't know my percents in this particular matchup, but I imagine that getting a grab even at 55% is probably enough to kill.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely in the right, you're definitely in grab explode territory here if you're Jigglypuff for sure, but so too, right, you're very close now in the last stock game where rest is an option once again for Dawson now that he's not down that stock.
Well, is it though? Because if you rest the wrong character, you're dead, right?
Absolutely. I don't disagree with you, but watch the way Dawson has been trying to poke it with these back airs to force the Sopo. Early percent was intentionally grabbing Nana and tossing up. Like,
here we go.
The rest was being looked for. It wasn't there. MOF seals out the game, but I think it was an option. And so moving into the rest of this set, I'm definitely interested to see how Dawson can be a little bit more aggressive, because I think his aggressive moments in that game one are where he almost brought it back.
Right. I do wonder if we will see a rest, because I feel like one of the scariest parts against Ice Climbers is the fact that you might just get a good clean hit on the wrong character, and it's like equivalent to you just like whiffing really hard. And so, oh, is that it?
Yeah, you just hit the right Ice Climber. Right, as you said,
Yeah.
sometimes you hit the wrong one, sometimes you hit the right one.
And it's not even clear if you did anything wrong. It's just sometimes how it shakes out.
Okay, tries to find a drill extension there, but just doesn't quite get it.
There
There's
goes the rest, yeah. I guess if you think you'll hit both them, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But here, this might be a kill. And in that case, the rest is not worth it.
Is it? I mean, it might be there, though, because
it's a
you
kill.
were already near kill percent on your first stock, and now you still have a full stock lead, right? Getting to just
Sure.
cash in that extra stock, if you don't think that you're going to be able to compound your lead, is actually probably very worth it in this matchup, even if Ices is going to kill you every time you rest.
No, that's a great point, especially because MOF started basically with 3 stocks.
Yeah,
It's
like,
a fairly safe trade.
yeah, MOF quite literally gets to play melee for 2 stocks this game, and it's like, okay, sure, you're playing for 3, but actually I think you're fine with that.
You're totally right. I do wonder if we're going to see more camping here, because if there's any stage where camping is super viable, it's going to be this one.
Yeah, well, trying to set up for it again there with the up air, trying to find in some sort of corner situation. Here's that camping you were talking about, though, right? Dawson just starting to say, I can just back air between these platforms, and it's kind of hard for you to get in. You're going to find a way to do so, but not making it easy.
Right. Well, we actually saw something interesting there where Dawson went for what appeared to be like a safe like circle camp back air. But I don't think executed correctly because MOF was able to wave dash in down smash after shielding it, which is something that I look for in this matchup, and I think MOF is hyper aware right now.
MOF is doing, I think, the best to avoid exactly that, as you said, and right now is just doing a great job, I think, mixing up pace of play, slowing the pace of game down, accepting her, slowing the pace of the game down, saying, okay, if you're gonna just not interact and try to pick your spots, I'm gonna control the ground because you only have so many jumps. You have to land eventually. When that situation came up, right, trapped the landing, found the stock, and is now up in the set cause of it. MOF's discipline to the game plan here has been the difference maker.
I would absolutely agree. We've seen Dawson's lead like completely evaporate. It came down to actually just hitting the wrong Ice Climber again on a edge guard.
Like, if you get to play if you started the game essentially at 2 stocks, right? And you finished the game at 2, is it a 4 stock? Can you say you 4 stocked them?
Yeah, I think spiritually maybe, but I don't think it'd hold up in court.
Well, I mean, we might very well, depending on how MOF can make happen here, have an answer. We're not going to actually get a chance to ask ourselves, though, because Dawson finds ledge. Made us wonder if he was going to overextend for a second, but nope. locking it down and giving himself a chance to still maybe get away with this one.
Ooh, okay, this is a bit of like a mini run-up shield, gets an arrow out of it. I think we're going to see this a little bit more and more. I think that shielding, like run-up shield or wave dash shield, is not as bad of a spot as it may appear for MOF.
And Dawson's getting trapped on these platforms quite a lot, right? He's trying to use them to circle camp and just isn't quite able to get down consistently. MOF's doing such a good job controlling the open center with Blizzard desyncs, things, right? Forcing the traps on these landings and just basically manipulating Wispy timing so that it's never working against her, and she's able to just pounce in and close the situations out.
Yeah, that was great awareness from MOF to come in on Dawson's landing right there at the end. Yeah, I don't think Dawson realized how dangerous that last back air was, but went right underneath Puff and got it. And now we're going back to Dreamland. I do want to see if Dawson's could play a little more defensive. Oh. Is this a replay?
No, this is just...
Okay, that'd been really bad if...
oh, he tried to do it again. He's trying to, yeah, he's trying to hit them.
Okay, so this is where I feel like resting is super risky there, because it could go wrong in multiple ways, and now you're at kill percentage.
Yeah, but you didn't lose the stock, right?
Yeah.
Which I guess is like best case scenario.
Sure.
I expected that we'd see some amount of CC rest, because like, yeah, it's scary in this matchup. It's still pretty okay, but not as much as we have seen. Like,
right.
It's definitely been a lot.
I guess it's okay if you... Well, the thing is, like, if you feel like you could outplay your opponent normally, you might not be able to, like, need to take some of these huge risks, which is interesting to see more and more. But I guess when you're down, okay, there you go. You only hit one of them. Actually gets a little bit of a help by
yeah.
Nana.
That's huge.
Wake up, a little wake up call.
Because all of a sudden, right now, you know, if Nana didn't hit you there, maybe you lose your stock there. Now she still converts it on the after effect, but now you get to take state control for free. Now you get the iframes on the delay, and MOF though finds the grab. This could be huge. Wispy though gonna allow you to get out of dodge. Talk about the break Dawson needed.
Right, and I also want to point out this is a very fast game. Like we've had over 3 stocks in like a minute. Now we're going into 90 seconds, but these players are not playing to time.
No, they definitely took those same first 2 games to warm up that everyone else did, and now they just said, okay, let's turn up the jets.
Ooh, awkward grab on platform.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how the calculus works on there. When you have on platform with Wispy, you can't dash forward.
Yeah,
but
just able to, I think, DI to the corner there in the ceiling of Dreamland, maybe able to help you out there, just live a little bit longer, even in the corner. 120 still not dying off the top. This is... There's a reason that Jigglypuff, this has been one of Jigglypuff's best stages for 23 years?
23, oh my gosh. What year is it?
2025.
Yeah, I guess that's 23.
Right? We're coming up on 23 years, is that right? Is my math right?
Well, because Melee came out the same year 9/11 did,
Yeah.
so it's
So
almost
24
years.
Oh my god. We're getting old, chat.
Never forget. Ooh, okay. Sopo is noping out of that one. We're going to Game 3.
Hey, Cadence. I think a second ice climber is at the blast zone.
I believe you're right. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Anyways, next game 4 coming up soon. Dawson getting on the board. That's the adjustment that I think, like, that's the space he
MOF
definitely
is taking
needed.
off a layer. What do
Yeah.
we have? We have a long sleeve crew neck style.
She's taking off a layer, and Dawson is
The
taking
Henley.
off the scariest misinput at Melee real quick. I don't know if you caught that. Turning off pause.
Oh, that's actually... I don't know. I always feel like it's kind of extra when my opponent does it, but in this matchup, you really should not be playing with pause.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, especially when it's slow, like, a single fat finger.
And just you're mashing sometimes, right? Like, that's so annoying when, like, you're trying to mash up a combo and you lose the stock because you paused.
Yeah, no, it is a nightmare scenario, especially in something as explosive as this matchup has the potential to be. Right now, it's MOF with the early grab, but not able to convert the handoff, and that's gonna be a second chance for Dawson, who's slowly starting to build a percent lead.
It's kind of funny. You probably can't hear it from here, but it's like a fairly loud menu, but anytime Dawson gets grabbed, you just hear this controller just violently shaking and mashing buttons from pretty far away.
I was going to say, I'm impressed by the fact that you can hear his controller over the volume of Ultimate Stream. Like, legitimately impressive.
Listen for it. You'll notice it right away.
No, you absolutely can. Okay, Dawson there, trying to just scout out an opening, doesn't quite find it. Looking to close this one on the Sopo. Great route from MOF. The wall gonna give her, it looks like, a chance back. That was really fantastic timing on that transformation.
Yeah. All right, gets Sopo off the ledge. This is a weird game to play because this can kind of only be good, in my opinion, for ice climbers. Because yeah, you get like, you're kind of at unkillable percent if you get hit into anything, right? See, this to me makes me nervous when, because I imagine that like the transformations are like a natural desync for ice climbers, which is not always what you want, but it doesn't matter here.
Now MOF trying to get a little bit antsy under that platform. Does have the grab though. This should convert into the stock, but we've seen a couple get dropped. Not that one. MOF taking that deep breath, recentering herself. She's reset this game to even. She knows she can lock this down, but she knows that in game 5, the momentum's going to be going all the other way. Now having to do it again early with Sopo. This is where heroes are made.
That's what they say. I know the feeling of like, I don't really want to play another game of this, so I just want to play game 4 very well and just avoid it. Surely MOF is thinking similarly. Because MOF has just like one game, like these players only have one match to play in this like new round of pools or bracket.
Yeah, they literally have top 24 to top 16, and then that's it. Yeah. Right now though, MOF trying to go back to that dreamland. Right, I'm gonna control the ground. I'm gonna let you circle camp me with the lead. I'm gonna try to let you get impatient, come in, approach, and that's where I'm gonna pounce. But if Dawson just plays to the clock here, I mean, there's not a real reason for him to actually approach with this lead.
No, but just kind of late, I agree. The only thing that would kind of break that is the fact that the stage will be transforming every minute or so. But I do think that we're seeing a bit of keep away here. Oh, great back air. Falling through the platform. Ooh, gets shield grab. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, MOF giving herself the chance back into this game. I think when she needed it most, just again, right? That's Dawson.
Whoa, that uppy just did not work.
And yeah, I was gonna say Dawson. I was gonna say it's Dawson making the kind of the same over-aggression mistakes that he's been making throughout the set, but he answers back with a 0 to death, mitigates it a little bit. Now MOF has a chance here, but gonna be on the back foot, and Dawson pretty content to not interact until he's forced to here.
Oh, okay, here's an example. You rested the wrong one.
But they got the wrong hit too, and
yeah.
so nobody dies for it except the Nana. MOF now having to do the rest of this one. I think we're going to a game 5.
Yeah, and I am a little bit. I mean, it's gotta be frustrating for MOF, right? This is like not the match you want to see. I imagine MOF is seated higher. I guess I could probably figure this out.
I believe MOF is seated, I want to say 3 or 4. At this, because Cody and Aklo are 1 and 2, and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check this because I'm curious. MOF feels like a player who, like, she can really just beat anyone, and I wouldn't be terribly surprised. I mean, Dawson's fantastic as well, but MOF seems to be a particularly scary competitor. You know, one thing I love about Auburn, Indiana is the reception. So this is gonna take a little bit to load.
Oh, I feel that, right? They're a car city, not a phone city for sure right now. MOF trying on Yoshi's to use that less space to her advantage, trying to just close out some of these stocks a little sooner, and more importantly, give Jigglypuff less room to get away from you. However, MOF, yeah, you see the frustration starting to set in on her face, right? Like, she is not playing to our standards and knows it right now.
It also might just be a little bit of like Dawson is playing in a way that's extremely frustrating. Because like MOF is converting. Oh. The walk-off grab, that's pretty... Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah,
Was that a Shy Guy thing or a math thing?
I think it was just a math thing.
Then it's really frustrating for MOF then because like that's kind of your golden ticket.
Yeah, that was definitely the opportunity, but getting it there, right? Not the worst drop in the world, but unfortunately just the space getting held. Now you have to do it with Sopo. I mean, MOF needs one of these Sopo stocks to bear fruit, right? The whole set long, I mean, Sopo's been a non-factor.
I mean, I just don't understand how Sopo can kill a puff from 0%.
Oh, I mean, I don't necessarily even think you can, but it feels like even just building percent is bearing fruit in this matchup, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like Sopo literally has done nothing except die. Which, I mean, fair, that is his primary design intent, but like...
Sure. I just think that like you can play Puff in a way where it is nearly impossible for Sopo to do anything. And I'm Dawson has no shame about that.
Yeah, and I mean, we're certainly seeing it early, right? Dawson, I think, has definitely cleaned up some of the efficiency and cleaned up some of the patience as the set has gone on, but it's still not enough to stop those bites entirely, and MOF taking full advantage, bringing this one right back to even. Kaden, she still has a chance.
No, absolutely. I mean, this is basically an even game. Like, MOF is getting grabs here. Okay, whoa, a little bit of a handoff by accident. Or maybe on purpose, who knows. But converting off that get-up attack.
Okay, now just trying to control space. I love that force to platform and then use the desync to cover it. Just MOF getting very creative here with the way she's covering these landings.
Yeah, the great thing about this stage is the platforms are not nearly as safe as they were in other stages, so it's tough. MOF's gonna have to honestly like clean up a stock here.
Yeah, you need to either find this stock with Sopo or get them to the point that you can clean this stock up and play the last game from pretty much an even position, if not.
Yeah, I mean, ooh, okay. So this is now Dawson. In theory, it's kind of like in his hands.
You have to be a little careful here, though, right? Because it does just take one mispositioning, right? One over-aggressive back air for MOF to blow you up, and then suddenly you're not in a very good position at all. It might be very tempting because you get that one right hit on either climber, and that's the game over, either by virtue of Sopo or by virtue of, well, I mean, the game just being over, right?
Right, but that's really Dawson's like choice to overextend or not. Like Dawson does not really have to take any risks here. Get that Shy Guy out of here.
Honestly, if I'm MOF, I almost start to play for a mix of, like, I start to play for that. I start to play for, I accept that you're playing this game where you are willing to make, you have to be willing to make a mistake, and then I'll let you make that mistake. And we've seen that right from these positions of deficit for MOF multiple times in this set, and every single time it's brought her back to even.
Yeah, that was great patience, slowly edging Puff into their corner and realizing that you can poke right through it. Now we're back to what we're saying, like, can Sopo actually kill Puff at 0%?
MOF says no. That she shook her head in the player cam time and time again, trying to find a way back, trying to find everything in the tank.